Hey guys, Chris the Good Guy here on my channel. I got more stuff to get rid of this time around because if you saw my last video, I've been talking about the stuff that I also get rid of. So I just want to show you a couple of these items here. These are all the clothes. These I got to drop off at Goodwill. And this time I'm going to show you a couple of these. I'm in the middle of cleaning up this mess here. The first one I'm going to get rid of. This is the Tchaikovsky's Swan Lake Ballet. I'm downloading this on torrent because you can see. I know if you've never, and I know a lot of you familiar with this album. This is the complete ballet score from the Tchaikovsky's Immortal Swan Lake. If you recognize that. And this is actually this is from the early 1950s London label. The UK version was on Decca, I believe so. I know a lot of you may be familiar with the music from the opening credits to the movie, the original Dracula from 1931. That's the piece from Swan Lake, if you remember the opening credits to the original Dracula. That was from 1931 or 1930. Yeah, it is from 1931, I believe. And if you have seen Dracula, go check it out if you're a fan of the horror monster movies. This is another album. It's called Don Juan in Hell, with Charles Boyer, Charles Lockman, Centric Hardwick, and Agnes Moorehead. He was best known for one of the characters was Tabitha from Bewitched. And this is from 1952, and this is a Columbia Masterworks release. I downloaded this time from Internet Archive. I downloaded the whole thing off Internet Archive. I didn't listen to the vinyl one, but so anyways, this is the one I'm getting rid of. And there's the record itself. This is the blue Columbia Masterworks pressing from the early 50s. The later pressings have the 6i logo, the gray Columbia 6i variant, and you can see there's actually the back shows the description. This is it's a complete play from 1952, and those were all the albums here because this is a double album that was released in boxes, and you see the spines over here. And I'm also going to get rid of is the High School Musical Ipod clock radio. I got this one since 2007 back at Walmart, and yeah, I put an iPod in there, and then that's not the best thing, but after all the years, I'm not a big fan of High School Musical. And I got a couple of albums I'm getting rid of. Engelbert. I have two Engelbert I have to get rid of. The other one is the Lenny Bruce. Two is a preposition is a verb. It's a comedy record. Oh, there's ladybugs. Oh, look at the ladybug. That's right, it doesn't bite. These are two soundtracks to Dirty Dancing. These are Remember How Great compilations. All right. I'm just checking. All right. Okay. All right, that's the woman who's shouting it, who's calling me to dry out. So these are Jack Benny's Golden Memories of Radio. I'm sorry, I apologize for this thing. These I'm getting rid of. Gallant Man by Senator Everett McKinley Sturkison. And I know a lot of you may remember, I was actually known for, and also featured his only hit single, Gallant Man. Flip side was Hercules. There's some more Barbra Streisand. This is Funny Girl, Funny Lady, Xanadu. These are soundtracks. Yep, the soundtrack to the critical, huge flop Xanadu from 1980. Yeah, these are a lot of these. It was a lousy year for worst musicals of 1980. The other one came with The Apple and Can't Stop the Music. It's about the Village People. Ugh, this movie's so bad. You Light Up My Life, Johnny Mathis featured his hit single, featuring his comeback single, Too Much Too Little Too Late. And this was his big comeback hit in 1978. It did well. It was a #1 crossover pop R&B charts that did well. Funny Girl, the soundtrack. I now have this on iTunes. There's Johnny Mathis, Mathis Magic. I have a couple of these. I'm going to get rid of now. I have them on iTunes. These I have. This is Bill Cosby, Hooray for the Salvation Army Band, Silver Throat, featuring, it featured the song, was on there. This was actually, he released 2 albums. I don't know why. It's not even a comedy record. It was actually, rather than a comedy album, it was an album of songs. And it features, what is it? It featured the single Little Old Man, which was a takeoff of Stevie Wonder's hit Uptight. It was released as a single, but it never charted. It was actually failed to hit the charts. It was actually his one-hit wonder. I don't know. Johnny Mathis, The Shadow of Your Smile, The Swing Years. These were all big band music. The Instruments of the Orchestra, The Best Days of My Life. Johnny Mathis, Hold Me, Thrill Me, Kiss Me. There's a couple of more Johnny Mathis record albums. These I'm going to get rid of. And there's actually some stuff in here. Hold on a second. Here, I'm just going to hold on for a moment. I got more boxes. These I'm getting rid of. I know this is something on the front here. Here's Frank Sinatra, Swingin' Affair. These, I think I have a couple of Sinatra I am getting rid of, but thanks to the torrent sites. Thanks to some torrents. There's songs for young lovers, featuring the wee small hours of the morning. These are all Frank Sinatra. I know, these were all Frank Sinatra's I had to get rid of. Little Anthony and the Imperials. There's our Streisand. Yep, these are Little Streisand. There's compilations of 50s songs. Fabulous 50s love songs. Golden hits to remember. There's a Ella Fitzgerald. These are all Ella Fitzgerald songbook. This is the Rodgers and Hurt songbook. Kenny G's duo tones. Simon and Garfunkel's greatest hits. More Johnny Mathis. These are more Johnny Mathis. Dancer Size. Never heard of that. This is Tommy Dorsey. And a couple of Bill Cosby records. These are all comedy. I know, he was a funny guy. I know, he was been known for great top comedian. He was a great comedian at the time. Released a lot of his albums over the years. It's got a whole bunch of these. Here's the popular one, Revenge. There's a whole bunch of these records here. And this is the classic, To Russell, My Brother Whom I Slept With. Best of. These are all best of compilations. These are all best comedic moment skits. Yeah, these were a lot of those skits they included here. And those box sets. I know it's very big to get in here because it's a little frustrating here. This is Nat King Cole. I'm getting rid of that as well. This is Harry James. Dan's Band Spectacular. These are gonna go. I have this on tape. And here's the Johnny Mathis Treasury. Yep, it's a compilation, but I'm gonna get rid of this. But I have most of these stuff in here. Remembering the 40s. Yep, it's got Water Damage in here. The great love songs of our time. And American Music Spectacular. The great band era. Some more Streisand. Yep, I can't go through. And some more Mathis. More Crosby. More Connie Francis. Gladys Knight and the Pips. There's a lot of them. Eddie Arnold, Welcome, called My World, featuring the hit Make the World Go Away from 1965. And Softly As I Leave You, Frank Sinatra. Alright, these are all the albums I'm going to get rid of. And I just want to show you to you guys, I now have them on iTunes, except with the exception of the Dance Band Spectacular. I transferred onto cassette, which I have. So I might do that sometime soon. And And I got more stuff to go to get through these stuff. Ugh. Here we have inside of the car. Got more boxes. And these are all the CDs. Yep, CDs I am interested to get rid of. So I can no longer have any more CDs in my collection. This is these are cassettes. I'm gonna go through all of these cassettes here because I have 5 of them. Not too many cassettes. So I'm just gonna show you guys here. It's Hunchback of Notre Dame. The soundtrack. I have this on iTunes. Nazareth. Ugh. That's metal. I hate it. I'm not a big fan of heavy metal. Music of Disney Cinderella. I think I have this on iTunes now. This is Taylor Dane, Can't Fight Fate. I have them on iTunes. These I'm going to get rid of. Metal Meltdown. Ugh. I'm not a big fan of metal. And Milli Vanilli, Girl You Know It's True. These I have it on iTunes. It's Fifth Dimension, the Definitive Collection. These I'm getting rid of. These are all the movies. Black Stallion, Flicka, Steel Magnolias, Flicka, and Rio Bravo. I think Troll Fan 1012 is back. Used to have this on VHS, but he doesn't get rid of it because he hated romantic comedies. Yes? All right. Okay, I'll be right there. Just one moment, please. Sorry for, pardon me for interrupting here, but I'm gonna get it done. This is. Here are some of the CDs. I brought it back from my job, and I got it back here to get rid of. Disney's Merry Little Christmas. There's the one. And here's more Streisand stuff. There's Streisand, A Christmas Album, Whitney Houston, Heartbreak Hotel with Sarah Evans, Sinatra, the soundtrack to the miniseries, the Broadway album. What is this here? It's Eric Bennett. Single, Streisand, Christmas Memories, Have Yourself a Looney Tunes Christmas. All the list goes on. I don't have anything to mention here. I think they have more Streisand ones. These I am getting rid of, and time to get rid of them. But hopefully, I'm not going to have anything anytime soon. But anyways, that's it. I have nothing else to say about it. And now. Time to go into the house and check out some more stuff. So there you go. Alright, I got more stuff to go. I have more CDs to get rid of because of I just want to let you know I got more CDs to get rid of because I don't own CDs anymore. And there's a couple of other stuff to show it to you guys. Since the one I'm working on, I'm also transferring this to my iTunes. This is the Pinocchio 70th anniversary. This came with the Platinum Edition DVD from 2009. And it's a little too bright, but anyways, but you cannot see it focus. Alright, it's a bit focused, but you can see it. Alright. Yep, I apologize for this, but this is Pinocchio's classic Disney music CD. It's got all 4 cuts on there. This is from 2009. It came with the Platinum. This is from 2008. It came with the 2009 Platinum Edition DVD, and this was also the very last Platinum Edition DVD ever released. And it came with this, but it's a sampler. But anyways, now we'll go to the CDs. This is a the 50th anniversary, celebrate 50 years of Disneyland music. It's an excerpt from the musical history of Disneyland that was released in probably around 2005 in conjunction with one of the rarities released. This is from 2005, and it's got a whole songs from Disneyland as well. And here's Bonafide Hits. From 101 Dalmatians. This is from the Platinum Edition DVD that came with it as a bonus. And this was part of a Target exclusive. It's got all the songs on here, but this is Disneymania 3. Yeah, I usually had this one, but nah, not a big fan of all these artists covered all these Disney songs. And yeah, a lot of cheesy, campy singing artists covered a lot of Disney tunes. This is Freaky Friday, the soundtrack. These I have this on my. I used to have it on DVD, but I might see if I can download it on the onto my my torrent file, which I'm gonna download sometime in the future. This is the soundtrack to the remake of Freaky Friday. This is the next one. Well, it's too bright. You can see it, which is a little too bright. Okay. Okay, I'm just trying to turn on the brightness down a little bit. Sorry, I apologize for the bright. Trying to adjust it here. Okay, this is Oliver and Company. This is the 1996 CD because it was originally issued in 1988, being the very last Disney album soundtrack released in its vinyl format. And this is the one it was re-released on CD in 1996. And this is actually, I got this at a Disney store probably a long time ago. And this is from 1995. Which I think I'm not a fan of. This is the soundtrack to Lady and the Tramp. This is one I'm getting rid of because these are all the original scores from Oliver Wallace, but not the 1962 version with Terry York and the others. These are like Disneyland recordings. That was like the later release from 62. But the soundtrack itself was from actually 1955. The original score was from 55, minus the dialogue. And that was also on there because, because the reason why it was released because Disneyland did release it in 1962. But anyways, that's the one. This is Fantasia 2000. Yeah. No, actually, I think it's not familiar with this one because I have most of this stuff in here. But anyways, this is now we go to the Disney stuff. Hercules, the soundtrack. As you probably know, what NWB 1989 used to say, Hercules, Hercules, Hercules. All right. See, now have this on iTunes, but I get rid of. And now we go into the other stuff. This is Diana Ross Presents the Jackson 5. This was his first album released in late 1969 and featuring the big hit, I Want You Back. This next one, I think, the second album was ABC. And the last one is The Beatles' Love, featuring music from the Cirque du Soleil show. It's got all the remixes and a whole bunch of stuff. It's in there because it's probably a good album if you're recommend. If you're a Beatles fan, I might as well check it out. And that's all there is. Now I am going to get rid of it and ready to send it to Goodwill. So I hope you all enjoy it. This is Chris the Good Guy, and I will catch you later. And oh, by the way, I'm recording this on October 25th of 2014. So we'll see you again, and I'll catch you later. And oh, I forgot to show it to you. I have a few more stuff to show. This is Disney's Music Behind the Magic, 50 songs celebrating 50 years of Walt Disney Records. Yeah, I have most of the songs in there on iTunes, but anyways, I think I have some of the stuff I'm not interested, like the Cheetah Girls or any other stuff involved. But anyways, getting rid of. Here's the, this is the Toast Titanium 7, which I'm keeping this as well. And here's the one I'm going to get rid of sometime when I'm going to transfer into iTunes. This is the original 1956 recording of Walt Disney Takes You to Disneyland this is from 56, I guess. It gives you a tour in which Walt himself gives you a tour of Disneyland. And this is from the Disneyland Concert Orchestra. And you can see there's a picture of Walt himself was in there, but this is like a gatefold. And it came with a disc itself. And yep, it was released on vinyl since 1956. And there it is. Yep, this is kind of like a same variant of the label. You can see. Yep, gotta love that Disneyland logo on the label. There it is. I told you. Originally, it was originally came out on vinyl, since it was released as part of the 6 CD box set of musical history of Disneyland. That I'm gonna see if I can transfer and to get rid of them. 101 Dalmatians, the soundtrack with Glenn Close, featured the version of Cruella de Vil. Julie Andrews selects her Disney songs. Yep. These I already have on iTunes, but I'm gonna get rid of. I think I have, but interview. Yep, this is an interview CD with Britney Spears. Ugh, I'm not a fan of interviews. Beatles Anthology Volume 3. More of the Beatles sessions. Elvis' 30 #1 hits. And Whitney Houston's greatest hits. These are some of the songs that are on there, but yeah, the late great Whitney Houston, rest in peace. See, I'm getting rid of it as well, so I'm sure I'm very happy to get rid of all these other items, but well, I'll have to take it down to Goodwill, and all I'm going to do is I'll take them down to Goodwill, and I will ship them down there. So I hope you all enjoy it, and anyways, I forgot to say, once again, thanks for watching. Chris the Good Guy. Catch you later.